Hello everyone, my name is John. Today, I will tell you how to set up uploading new rows from Google Sheets to the Twilio SMS service. This is necessary in order to automatically transfer new lines from Google Sheets to other systems. For example, through the Twilio service, you can set up an SMS notification when a new row appears in Google Sheets. Now let's move on to the setup. First, you need to create a new connection. Next, you need to select the Google Sheets data source system. At this point, you need to select an action. Get rows new. At this stage, you need to connect your Google Sheets account to the ApiX-Drive service. In this window, we need to specify the username and password of the personal Google account. Next, be sure to check all the checkboxes. When the connected login is displayed in the list, select it. Then you need to specify the file and sheet from which you plan to receive new lines. In the field Start Data Loading with Row Number, you must specify the row number from which you want to start unloading. For example, if you have 1000 rows in the table, and you do not want to transfer all these rows, you need to specify the number 999 in order to start downloading from the last one. In this case, I have 2 rows in my table, so I will specify 2. At this stage, you can set up a data filter. In this case there is no need for this, so just click Continue. At this point, you see an example of the string you specified in the settings. If you are satisfied, click Next. On this setting of the Google Sheets data source has been successfully completed. Now you need to move on to setting up data reception. Select Twilio as the data receiving system. Next, you need to select an action. Send SMS. At this stage you need to connect your Twilio account to the ApiX-Drive system. In this window you need to specify the SID and token. In order to get this data, go to your Twilio personal account. Then go to the Account section. API Keys and Tokens. At this stage, we need to copy the SID and token and paste this data into the appropriate fields in the ApiX-Drive system. When the required fields are filled, click Save. When the connected login is displayed in the list, select it. Next, you see the Twilio fields that you need to fill in to send an SMS message. In the message field, you need to compose the text of the message that will be sent with each new line in Google Sheets. You can assign variables from Google Sheets to these fields. In order to do this, click in the field and select a variable from the drop-down list. Note that you can use not only variables, but also write values manually. To go to the next line, use Enter. In the recipient field, you need to specify a variable from Google Sheets that contains the recipient's number. Select the sender from the drop-down list. It must be pre-registered in Twilio. After all the required fields are filled in, click Continue. At this point, you see an example of the data that will be sent to Twilio on every new row from Google Sheets. If something does not suit you, click Edit and go back a step. In order to check the correctness of the settings, click Send Test Data to Twilio. After successful sending, go to your Twilio personal account and check the result. If everything suits you, return to the ApiX-Drive service and continue setting up. This completes the Twilio data reception setup successfully. Now you need to enable auto-update and select the communication interval, for example, once every 5 minutes. That's all. I wish you successful integration settings and good luck.